What's going on, YouTube world? My name is Ghiman Mckinney. Appreciate you guys for watching this video today. Be sure to smash this like button right now, as it does help these videos get out to the public and the channel to grow. Subscribe to my channel if you're new as well. I do post a ton of great sports videos on here weekly, and almost every single day if I can, and turn on post notifications too, so you don't miss a single one of those videos that I post. It's only right, you guys. What? Michigan? What was that? Oh my God, Michigan did not even get off the bus today. Oh my God. You know, all offseason I heard, oh, it's finally Jim Harbaugh's here, man. Oh, we got all our players, man. It's finally Jim Harbaugh's here. Oh, this is the year, man. This is the big one. This is the big one. Ohio State, they're not going to win the Big Ten. It's Michigan. It's Michigan. Michigan's going to win the Big Ten. Michigan's going to roll through this schedule, man. Ohio State on the downfall. No Urban Meyer. This is the best offense Jim Harbaugh's ever had, man. Oh, we're loaded at wide receiver. Shea Patterson, Josh Gaddis, man. Oh, we're going to be so dominant on offense, man. No. I tried to tell everyone. I get it. Michigan, okay, as a realistic college football fan, it made sense for Michigan to have some hype. It made sense for Michigan to say, oh, they're going to win the Big Ten potentially. But I just don't see it. I tried to tell you guys, the Ohio State Buckeyes are winning the Big Ten. I tried to tell you guys. I mean, Michigan can't even beat Wisconsin. They got annihilated and destroyed and bullied and curb stomped by Wisconsin, the Badgers. I mean, did you forget you have to play the Badgers this year? I mean, you still got to play Notre Dame. You still got to play Michigan State. You still got to play Penn State. You still got to play Indiana. And you still got to play Ohio State. You're not winning the Big Ten. And spoiler alert, now that you've gotten curb stomped and mollywopped and destroyed by Wisconsin, you are not making the college football playoffs. So the only thing you guys can hope for is to beat Ohio State. Hopefully, if you maybe beat Ohio State, you maybe can win the Big Ten. I just don't see it. I don't see it. Now, as far as this game goes, before I get into why Michigan should get just buried and why Jim Harbaugh might need to be fired at the end of this year, I want to give a big shout out to Wisconsin, because Wisconsin came to play today, guys. I told you guys my most recent college football overall recap video. Be sure to check that out, by the way, if you've not checked that out already, okay? I said Wisconsin is a top 10 team. They were way too low. Wisconsin being the 13th ranked team right now, based on the way they play, based on the players they have, was utterly ridiculous to me. I said Wisconsin was way too slept on. They ultimately are going to be on a collision course with Ohio State to potentially win the Big Ten. And by the way, shout out to Jonathan Taylor. Okay, look, I understand Travis Etienne is a very good running back. I get his hype. But Jonathan Taylor is the best running back in all of college football. The Wisconsin offense is centered around Jonathan Taylor. Everyone knows Jonathan Taylor is going to get the ball. And he all 3 years of Wisconsin has done nothing but step up in big games every single time. This guy is special. He's a rare combination of speed, agility, and strength. He's a power back that has legitimately, you can make the argument Jonathan Taylor has about 4.4 speed in the open field, and he's a big running back. He's a big power back. This guy is big time. This guy is going to change a franchise's fortune when he gets drafted. He should be a first round pick, definitely. He should be the first running back taken. Jonathan Taylor is that special. I cannot name the last time Jonathan Taylor did not show up in a big game. I can't name it. So he's special. This Wisconsin defense is legit. Heading into this game, Wisconsin had not allowed a single point today. Now again, at the time of this recording, the score is 35-14, okay? So Wisconsin, obviously, you know, that streak is broken. But again, this Wisconsin team is a legitimate top 10 team. And they potentially could win the Big Ten. I'm so happy that my Ohio State Buckeyes get them at home. And when I look at Wisconsin, they potentially could make a New Year's Six bowl, guys. They potentially could challenge for a college football playoff spot. I would not be shocked if Wisconsin wins the Big Ten this year, because looking at their schedule, they have to travel to Ohio State, okay? But they do get Michigan State at home. They do have to travel to Nebraska. But again, those are three games that they could potentially win. I would not be shocked if Wisconsin comes out of that 3-game stretch 2-1. I would not be shocked. So Wisconsin is on the upward trend. They are a legitimate team. So that's how I feel about Wisconsin. They're legitimately. I'm sorry, not legitimately. They're legit, is what I should say. But getting back to Michigan, I mean, what is this? This is putrid. This is bad. This is terrible. This was supposed to, I bought into Michigan this year. I said this year that it was either going to be Ohio State or Michigan. One of those teams would make the college football playoffs this year. Now, obviously, I said Ohio State, but I said that Michigan was a top 6 team this year. The way they played this season, they've not even looked like a top 15 team. They've not. They just haven't. They're not that good. I can't see it. Now, again, could they pull one out of their hats and potentially, maybe run through college football, beat Ohio State. Maybe we'll have to see, but until that happens, I'm not buying it, okay? And it's just so uncharacteristic of Michigan to look this bad. It's no excuse. They had a bye week, an extra week to prepare for this game. Coming off a game where they barely beat Army. Okay, you barely beat Army. You barely can beat a triple option school team. Really, Jim Harbaugh? Is that where we're going? Is that where we're going, Jim Harbaugh? Come on, man. What the heck? Okay, this was supposed to be the best offense that Jim Harbaugh ever had at Michigan. This was supposed to be the best quarterback that Jim Harbaugh ever has had at Michigan. Everyone was raving about Michigan's wide receivers, including me. I said Tariq Black, Nico Collins, Donovan Peoples-Jones. They are legitimately 3 NFL wide receivers. Why is Michigan struggling to score points? Why can they barely beat Army? Why can they score 14 points only versus Wisconsin? There's no excuse. And again, I get it. Devin Bush, gone. Rashawn Gary, gone. Chase Winovich, gone. David Long, gone. I get you lost a ton of defensive players. I said Michigan was going to struggle at some point because they lost a ton of defensive players. But just to be so bad defensively today, to give up 352 yards rushing, are you kidding me? And Michigan, okay, it's one thing because we know this, guys. We know this. Michigan struggles to score points versus the good elite teams. When they face Ohio State, when they face Florida, when they face the big boys, they struggle to put up points. So it doesn't shock me that Michigan struggles to score points versus a very good Wisconsin defense. Okay, that's understandable. But the defense, this defense is still supposed to be legitimate, okay? I understand you lost a lot of good players, but again, you have talent. Jim Harbaugh has recruited at a high level. Don Brown is one of the best defensive coordinators, if not arguably one of the top 3 defensive coordinators in all college football. How are you giving up nearly 500 yards to Wisconsin? How are you doing that? I don't understand. Wisconsin, look, I understand they're a good team, but this is no excuse. No excuse for how badly Michigan played. Michigan got bullied, okay? They got bullied today. They got pushed around by that Wisconsin offensive line. And again, maybe Wisconsin is so good that Michigan is just looking this bad, but again, there's no excuse. I understand if you lose this game because I said Michigan, they were coming into uncharted territory. I had a feeling Michigan was leaning toward losing this game, but to lose the way they're losing right now, to get dominated and destroyed the way they're getting destroyed and dominated right now, to get beat up front, to not even compete from the very start. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Shea Patterson, 11 for 24. What are you doing? I mean, listen, if Jim Harbaugh does not beat Ohio State, I don't have a problem with firing him. I really don't, because when are you gonna start beating the good teams? Okay, when are you gonna start beating the good teams? Outside of Michigan State, outside of beating Michigan State every pretty much year since Jim Harbaugh's gotten there, okay, except for that one year where they had the muff punt, the crazy game at Ann Arbor, okay, Michigan has pretty much dominated Michigan State. Other than beating a pretty good Michigan State team every now and then, what has Jim Harbaugh done at Michigan? What has he done? He hasn't beaten Ohio State. He hasn't won bowl games. What is he doing? I understand that he's better off than the previous head coach that was there. I totally get it. Jim Harbaugh's not doing terrible. There are a lot more programs there. They're much more in the dirt than Michigan right now. But again, this is bad. This is bad. Something has to internally be done. And again, you bring in Josh Gaddis. You have the best offensive line, arguably, that you've ever had at Michigan. You had the best quarterback you've ever had at Michigan. You still have the running game. You still have the elite offensive line. You still have the great wide receivers. You bring in Josh Gaddis to improve this offense, to run the offense, and you still can't do it. I mean, listen, Michigan, you're going to have to pick this up, because if you don't beat Penn State, if you don't beat Notre Dame, I mean, it could be potentially an 8 or 9 win season for Michigan. This is way below expectations. They need to pick it up. And again, maybe Michigan goes out and beats Ohio State. Maybe they rally off of this game. I just don't see it. Okay, I just don't see it. Now again, the Penn State game is key. You're going to have to win that game. You're going to have to beat Notre Dame. You are going to have to dominate every single opponent in order to get some college football consideration. Okay, college football playoff consideration. It's pretty much already out the toilet, because you saw last year when Ohio State had a bad loss, they couldn't get into the playoffs. You saw Georgia last year. When they had a bad loss to LSU, they could not get into the playoffs. It's one thing to lose. I get it. You might lose a game, but you can't get blown out. And the College Football Playoff Committee has consistently shown, if you have a bad loss in the college football season, they are pretty much not going to forgive it. Georgia last year, they tried to do everything in their power to get 2 SEC teams in the playoffs. Couldn't do it. Georgia, they had a bad loss. Ohio State, arguably, was one of the 4 best teams last year. They were dominating teams. They dominated you guys. They annihilated you guys last year. They're going to do it again this year. Well, probably not by the score that they did last year. It's in Michigan. That's a good thing you get. But again, the thing is, what I'm trying to say is this. If you have a bad loss, it's going to be very hard for you to recover from it. And again, maybe you win the Big Ten. I don't know, but it's just bad. Something has to be done. Jim Harbaugh, you got to do better. This defense, you got to do better. You have talent. There's no more excuses. Don't tell me you don't have the talent. Don't tell me you can't beat Wisconsin. Okay, this is bad. It's just bad, okay? Michigan. 40 yards rushing. 40 yards rushing. Listen, Michigan has no identity on offense. They have no identity. Are they a passing team? Are they a running team? They're not balanced at all. Michigan loves to run the football. They love to run the football. They couldn't do it today. 40 yards rushing. And again, Michigan, like I said, you still got to play Michigan State. You still got to play Iowa. You still got to play at Penn State. You still got to play at Indiana. Okay, Indiana is a tough team on the road. Okay, you still have to play at Ohio State. To me, the ship is sailed for Michigan. And again, guys, like I said, if Jim Harbaugh does not beat Ohio State, I'm firing him. I really am. I'm really considering firing Jim Harbaugh if he does not beat Ohio State. It's your 5th year. This is the best offense you've ever had. Your defense is still good enough. You've recruited at a high level. Get it done. What is Jim Harbaugh doing? Jim Harbaugh is he played quarterback in the NFL, and he still cannot get the best out of his quarterbacks. What is it with these Michigan teams? Michigan State can't score versus Arizona State. Wisconsin, I'm sorry, not Wisconsin. Michigan can't score versus Army, can't score versus Wisconsin. I mean, it's something about these Michigan teams. I understand that they love defense, but man, can you get some offense? I don't know what to tell Michigan fans. I really feel genuinely bad for Michigan fans because there's some really good, diehard, and loyal Michigan fans that I know dear to heart. And this is disappointing. If I'm a Michigan fan, I don't know what to tell you. But either way, that's where I'm at. Be sure to comment your thoughts on Wisconsin, Michigan, the Big Ten, Ohio State. Can Michigan recover? Let me know in the comment section. Love to hear what you guys have to say. It's been your boy, Ghiman Mckinney. Appreciate you guys. I'm signing out. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video today. Be sure to smash this like button right now if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new as well. I do post a ton of great sports videos weekly and almost every single day if I can. A fun fact about me is I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world. I want to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. Kind of like Colin Cowherd, Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp. You get the point. Okay, I want to do sports, television, and radio for a full living once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I currently am a freshman there right now. So the best thing you guys can do to just help me continue to grow as a young broadcaster is to just share this channel with all your friends, because potentially if this channel really gets somewhere, I want to start my own network, okay? Or potentially if it doesn't, or if I fall a little bit short, I want to go into a big time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. So the best thing you guys can do to just flat out just help me grow as a broadcaster, help me learn, get other people hip to this channel, just share this channel with all your friends, share this channel on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram, all that good stuff. Also, be sure to follow me on all my social media platforms. And once again, guys, just share this channel with everyone you know. Get everyone hipped and watching these videos. Get my voice out there and heard. Share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram, all that good stuff. It's been your boy, Ghiman Mckinney, or you can just call me Juice. I appreciate all you guys for tuning in today. I really do. Have a God blessed day. Stay motivated, you guys, and I'm out.